afternoon. The Home News. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has been advised not to make available the update voters register to the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission (OSEC) for the purpose of the proposed local government poll planned for the 15th October this year. In a letter signed by the State People's Democratic Party legal advisor Azim Abioye, INEC was also advised to stay aloof from the proposed local government election being organized by OSEC. Abioye noted that the insistence of the OSEC chairman in going ahead with conducting the local government poll was in contravention of the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022. The Osun PDP lawyer stated that a legal action had been instituted in the Osogbo Federal High Court to ensure that the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022 were complied with by OSEC in the conduct of local government elections in the state. It will be recalled that the OSEC chairman, Segun Oladotan, had last week announced that the commission will be conducting local government election in Osun State in October 15, 2022. The OSEC chairman also stated that election was in line with the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission Law 2022, which had been assented to by the state governor, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola. In the meantime, the state chapter of All Progressive Congress (APC) has cautioned the opposition People's Democratic Party in the state to stop turning itself to an instructor of an independent statutory body like the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission (OSEC). According to the state chairman of the APC, Prince Gboyega Famodo, in a statement issued by his media advisor Kola Olabisi, the PDP lacks constitutional power to dictate to OSEC, which derives its creation and existence from the Electoral Act 2022. Famodo reminded the state chapter of the PDP that the symbiotic relationship between the INEC and the OSEC is not a master and servant type but mainly advisory in status. The Osun State APC chairman conclusively submitted that such directive by the state PDP to the INEC not to release the updated voters list to the OSEC for the purpose of conducting a free, fair and credible local government election is unlawful and should be disregarded in its entirety. The 18th communities under the Owada Ijesha in the state have commended Governor Adegboyega Oyetola for embarking on projects that aims at making life bearable for the people of the area. A traditional ruler in Ijesha land, Aremo Owa of Orisumbari Number, Aremo Dansaki Tunde Olawale Ajibode, the first gave the commendation during his installation as the Aremo Owa of Orisumbari Number by the Olowada Oba Bashiru Onigbogi. While speaking on behalf of his people, Oba Tunde Olawale described the ongoing rehabilitation of the road linking Reserve Ayetoro, Ogundele, Onigbogi, Orisumbari, Alaka Number, Labo Opoto, Lipanu as a laudable project that will improve the economy and standard of living of the people when completed. The traditional ruler who appreciated Oba Bashiru Onigbogi, the youth leader Dewale Adeshina, Baale Omole Kamar Omobori Owo, and Asiwaju Kusamot Adegbite for the roles they played on the road project, thanked the Olowada Oba Onigbogi for installing him as Aremo Owa and his brother as Baale of Adeyanju on the same day. The new Aremo Owa of Orisumbari Number, Oba Tunde Olawale, who used the occasion to call for the support of his subjects to move the community forward, warned that nobody is allowed to sell or allocate the land belonging to the Ijeshas to anybody without the approval of the authority. The annual Obalufon Festival of Ido Osun begins today. A release by the Akogun of Ido Osun Chief Mokaila Ojediran on behalf of the people of the town indicates that the Ogun Festival will hold on Thursday, when the hunters and all Ogun devotees will gather to appease God of Iron. It has that Saturday will be the grand finale, when the Botry maid will lead hundreds of Osun devotees to the Osun rivers. The release urged sons and daughters of Ido Osun to celebrate the festival with Alaye Mori of Ido Osun, Oba Aderemi Adedapo Shakpo Yoru, in love and in peace. The monthly Congress of Nigeria Union of Journalists Osun State Council holds tomorrow in the afternoon. A statement signed by the Council Secretary, Comrade Bukola Lufadeji, indicates that the Congress holds at the Press Center. The Congress, according to the statement, will be preceded by extended executive meeting. Members are therefore enjoined to be present and punctual as a matter of duty. Death has occurred of Pa Elder Joshua Oshundina of Balogun's compound, Oke-Laorogun, Ifeda, a local government area of the state, at the age of 89. According to the release by the family signed by Doshu Adedapo, Pa Oshundina died on Wednesday, the 17th of August, after a brief illness. During his lifetime, he was a conscientious, dedicated, and highly meticulous educationist who taught at one time or the other at Adventist Grammar School, Ede, and Baptist High School, Ejigbo, among others. Elder Joshua Oshundina was the first indigenous principal at Oke-Laorogun Grammar School, where he taught for almost a decade and adjudged by the Oke-Laorogun community and Old Student Association as an exemplary principal that has left his educational, moral, and religious legacies on the footprints of the sand of time as a role model in all spheres of life. Pa Oshundina retired at Oroke High School, Agumbelewu, Osogbo, after a meritorious service of 35 years. In the meantime, Pa Oshundina was survived by his beloved wife, Deaconess Rachel Arike Oshundina, children and grandchildren. And that was the home news. Good afternoon.